they really don't matter. I thought that by giving them a quota, then that would set a limit on the size of the folder. But I don't think that's true. That sets a limit that the user gets. So so maybe I should go here and put zeros. Hmm. I'll think about that and try it out. But now that what I've what I tried to show is that when I created this spreadsheet and then from one corner to the other of this table, copy and paste it into this text file and then save it and then go over here into users and down here click on add multiple users and add them this way and pick up that folder, that file over where I saved it, which is right there. When I do that, it and go next, it loads what's going to be created in terms of username, password. You can see the passwords and what they get for read only, read write, deny access, and quota. So read only, read write, deny access is what they have access to in terms of themselves or other folders, other shares, other. So in a way, this is a multi-purpose use of users and shares, because when you create a, if I understand correctly, when I create a user over here, it also creates a share down here. So whatever is created in here, it, it gets a corresponding created share, right? Um, but I want, out of all these users that are created, I want some users to not be users in actuality. I'm repurposing certain users to be shares. So for example, the ones that begin with the letter Q, they have the same name as the ones that begin in P. The only difference is the Q. So what's the difference between P Enrique and P and Q Enrique? Is P is I think of it as private, and Q I think of it as shared, a shared folder that others can take a look at. So I want Enrique to be able to put stuff in the share folder, in his own shelf folder that he manages, and he allows everyone else to take a look at. So it's all set up for him. So uh, this will work. Or what I could do is then show you that if I what if I put 0? Let's see if this works. If I put 0, mm, mm, why is it doing that? I'm going to put 0 for the quotas. Or maybe blank will work. And I Control C the table, then go to this file where the quotas were showing 20 gigabytes. This number here, to 20,000 colon 0 colon 0. I'm gonna replace it with, the only change is instead of 20,000, I'm putting zeros for those users that are not going to be used. Users that are not really going to be used. They're going to be repurposed as folders. So that's why they get a dummy password. If someone were to use this username and that dummy password, they would be blocked. So this column is showing that they're going to get blocked. They're going to be denied access to all others, including itself. So that's why I'm thinking, well, if they're getting denied access, then what's the use of giving them a quota? So let's give it all 0. Okay. So I saved it, right? Oh no, I haven't saved it yet. Okay, so see, that's the not saved symbol. So save. Okay, it's saved. Now I'm going to go back and run it again. Because let's see, what will happen when I run it again? Well, these bottom users, they're showing that they all got 19.53 gigabytes. That's practically 20 gigabytes. See all these? The ones with Q, R, and S, which is about 10 folders, are going to get 0 quota. When I run this file, the same file, but I changed the quota figure from 20 gigabytes to 0. That's the same file that I imported before, because it's got a date modified. It's got the latest date. See, you can see it's 10 p.m. today, and so the others are from yesterday or even older. So I could delete them, but I'm just keeping them in case I want to refer back. And no, next. And then it loads it, and see, for example, the users with the names beginning with P, they get 20 gigabytes. And users down at the bottom that have a dummy password, they're going to get 0 for a quota. Yeah, there's the 0. So that's any of these with dummy password. Yeah. So I'm going to apply this file. The only thing I changed was the quota, and I'm overwriting. So everything will stay the same. The only thing that will change is the quota. So I'm updating, and so I'm going to go to any one that starts with for now, a P, and see the ones that start with a P are the private, and their users, they deserve a quota of 20 gigabytes or more, or whatever they. But the ones that start with the letter Q, they're not really users, even though you find them as users. They're going to be used as shares. So, oh no, it says no limit. That's no good. I want 0. So I go back here. So instead of putting that, I'm going to put 0 colon 0 colon 0. 0 colon 0 colon 0. Then I go down here. Okay. Well, I learned something. That putting a 0 produces no limit. Oh, but what I just put might produce no limit also. So I have to figure out what works. So I copied it and I select all and paste it into the text file and save it. You can hit Control S and it saves it. Then I go to add multiple users. Import users, next. And I pick up the same file. It's getting uploaded to the OneDrive. It's got today's time, or the present time, so it should be current. And so when I go here, loading, and I go down to look at any of the ones with the dummy password, I'll see that quota is 0. Oh, maybe that won't work either. Let's see what happens. Maybe quotas of 0 means let's go down to any with a P, that's 20 gigabytes, but with a Q, the same name or any other, says no limit. Oh, that's not right. So that doesn't work. So I'm going to try 0 colon 0 colon colon 10. I don't know. 10, that's 10 kilobytes maybe? I don't know. Because it looks like, okay, so those all got, all the users with a dummy password are getting practically 0 quota, 0 space, storage space. So I get copy and switch over to the text file, Control A, paste. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna go back over here and run that file again, but I made a change. I'm trying to get it so that those users get practically 0 space. Let's see. Well, it still says 0 for a quota. I wonder how to get it to. And go here down to the queues. Any queue will do. No limit. Let's see, what about configure? So you can set it for what? For gigabytes, terabytes, or megabytes. Oh, leave the field blank if you do not wish to set any quota. Leave the field blank. Let's see if that works. I can't believe it didn't work. And I put 10. What if I put... what if I put 10, 0, 0? 10, 0. I'll try 10. That should give it 10 megabytes, which is not much. Okay. Okay, Control C, go over here, Control A, Control V, Control S. Go over here and then add multiple users. Import users. I'm going to run that same file, but I made a change on the last column, the last parameter, the quotas parameter. I'm trying to create close to 0 quota for certain users, the ones with dummy passwords. Let's see if it worked. There's the dummy passwords. Let's see what quota they got. Oh, look, 10. They got 10. What does that 10 mean? I guess that means 10 megabytes. So I go down, see, to the ones with a Q. Select one. Yep, 10 megabytes. What if I can do this? Oh shit. I'm trying to delete. Okay. So I delete to see if I get a quota of 0. Copy. Select all. Paste. Control S saves. Okay, so what I did now is you saw me that I changed what would give 10 megabytes. I'm trying to get it to give me 0 megabytes, 0 whatever, by leaving it blank, leaving the cell blank. Let's see if it works. I might get an error or something. I don't know. Quotas, it's blank. Let's see if it works. Oh, look, I got an X. What does that mean? Let's see what happens. I don't want it. Or maybe that's a warning. Maybe that's just a warning. Okay, so I go to see, P. This should have 20 gigabytes. Yep, practically. It's got 19. Then I go to the ones with a dummy password. Let's see. Oh, it's showing 10. It kept what it had before. It skipped writing it. Oh, so maybe I should go back and leave it with something. What about 0? Let's see. 50,000. That's 50 megabytes, maybe? Just trial and erroring, see if I get something that makes sense as to how this works. Because the documentation is not that clear, so you kind of have to, play with it to get what you want. So I put 0 colon 50,000 colon 0 to see if 50,000 gives me 50 megabytes. Okay, so I save it. Control that save. Okay, now I go over here and add multiple users. import users next. Let's see, import user list. That's the one. Yeah, 1015. Okay, let's look at dummy password. Oh, it says 0. Let's see. It's updating. Let's go down. P. Enrique has still got 20. But what about R? Oh, no limit. Oh, so it went back to no limit. I don't want it to have no limit. So let me fix that. Go back over here. I want it seems like the following two columns don't work. So let's see. 7, 3. Okay. Now I'm going to put everything from here down as 3 megabytes, right? Okay, so I go 3 megabytes for the dummies. Saved. Let's see if it works. Add multiple users. Import users. Next. Import user list. Overriding. I'm trying to get rid of the no limit. See, the dummies should get 3. Yep. Apply. I could have put 1. So I go down here, select any of the Q's, and yep, there's 3 megabytes. All the Q's, R's, and S have 3 megabytes. Interesting. And they're denied access. All of them are denied access. Okay. So I see that it works, but the only problem is that this only gives me 6 users, 6 primary users. But I want more than 6. So what do I do to get a 7th user? Okay. Let's add Ivan. Ivan. Okay, so I go, or should I go here? Let's see. Insert. Insert. No, I don't want insert copied cells. I want insert a row. Insert a row. So I want to insert a row here and here. Okay. When I insert a user, like user Ivan, giving him a name, and I use a password like this, something like that. When I create the user, I also want to create a share of the same name, but with a Q in front of his name, and give him a dummy password. And I want him to be able to read write to his own folder, read write to his shareable folder, his folder that he's going to share. And like Alvaro, I want him to have access to the ops in the private form and in public form ops, right? And over here, I want, here's where it gets a little tricky. I want Alvaro to have access to Q Ivan. So that would go over here. And if I put it in alphabetical order, Q Ivan. And, well, let's go back. That's how you go back? No. Like this. Let me copy Q Ivan, because I'm going to use it here. I also want Camilo to have access to Q Ivan. I also want Christian to have access to Q Ivan. I want, oh, Carlos. Now I want Christian to have access to Q Ivan. And I want Vladimir to have access to Q Ivan. Put him right here. Is that right? Yeah. What else? Oh, Enrique. How come Enrique's is so short? Maybe Enrique is missing something. Yeah. Enrique is missing some things he could have access to. And Carlos, Christian, Enrique, Ivan. Read-only access to. Vladimir. Q underscore Vladimir. Because let's see how many users there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's right. And then 2 shares. Sometimes only 1. Okay, now what about Ivan? Or I could copy and paste over here. Except I would want to replace Ivan with Enrique. That's the one that's not listed. go. So